What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a pretty entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw with Extreme Rules pretty close by. How you doing, Matthew?
With the clock ticking, dude, for sure. You know what? Monday Night Raw was just, I think it just was nothing but superior than most of the other shows that they have been putting out. It just was nonstop. They did have technical difficulties mid-shows. There was a little bit confusion about what was going on there, but hopefully more arises about that. But we did finally see Johnny Gargano in action on Raw last night. So that was certainly interesting. Now they really kicked it off with the bang, Seth Riddle with a nice fun promo. The crowd just was enjoying it, just singing Seth's song, and it just worked for me. Matt Riddle actually coming out after Seth Rollins proclaiming that he wants nothing more to do with Matt Riddle. He beat him once, not once, but twice, and Riddle actually chased him off before the Judgment Day's music hit. And they actually tried recruiting Riddle into the Judgment Day. Riddle actually kind of fights off. No, that's not what is going to happen. Um, but I don't think I'd ever see him join the Judgment Day. But what actually ended up happening, Riddle actually took on Finn Balor in a singles match. Damian Priest actually provided a distraction. Riddle took a nice win by Finn Balor. I'm sorry, but then Rey Mysterio ended up taking Priest into the crowd actually afterwards, especially Dominik coming out, Ray coming to Finn Balor's aid. It's just a nice segment that opened the show. It's clean and it's understandable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love how they're looping all these storylines together, with Ray and the
Oh,
Judgment Day, and then Riddle, they're trying to recruit him, and then Seth Rollins, man, he's the architect, so he's gonna have something up his sleeve. What a way
and
to
he
kick off
does.
the show.
He does. Now, moving next, the rematch for the women's tag team championships, Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah putting the belts on the line against Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Bailey, of course, ringside for Damage Control. Nice back and forth. Kai and Sky ended up scoring the win to become the new women's tag team champions, even with a nice pyro celebration. It was kind of Bailey who also did help them with the win. But your new women's tag team champions, Dakota Kai and Io Sky, part of Damage Control.
Man, that reign did not last long for Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez, man. I'm not sure what you
Yeah,
think
I
about
think
that, but
it was just a spur of the moment thing, I'll tell you that. But
Damage Control, man, they're taking over.
yeah. We'll see what takes over. But who will take over next, man? Johnny Gargano. I think he is
Oh,
one of
baby,
the
here we
newer
go.
faces on Raw that's going to really uplift the show versus actually Chad Gable. This was a phenomenal match. Just a phenomenal match. Theory actually ruined the fun when he attacked Gargano taking selfies with Alpha Academy. Um, but I really could see Johnny Gargano one more time against Chad Gable. Give it to me once more. It just was classic wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is a rumor. Imagine this. Just imagine this in your head. Imagine if they have a match for the Money in the Bank briefcase between Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory, man, and Johnny Gargano takes it off, and that would be absolutely incredible. I would love to see it. But
That
one
would be
thing's for
cool.
sure, we got to see Johnny Gargano back in the ring against some high level competitors.
And I don't even think they're going to give him the title quite yet. I think they will in the future. It's Triple H especially, but they will have him booked properly, and we know that's going to happen. But moving next, Theory actually stuck around to give a promo after his attack. Kevin Owens coming out reading him basically a riot act. It was just basically Kevin Owens demanding that they beat down each other somewhere in the near future. But moving after that, Bianca Belair actually came out to a Raw Women's Championship Open Challenge, answered by Sonya Deville. Not really expecting much here. Bianca Belair, nice KOD for the win.
Yeah, man, Sonya's all right. She's definitely not a main eventer for sure, but you know what? I'm excited to see. I think Bailey's going to go after that Raw Women's Championship next.
Yeah, I think so. And I think she's going to become victorious about that. But
Damage Control is going to hold all the gold, man.
speaking of victorious, Omos taking on two random jobbers. Nothing really. Quick squash match. Wasn't much to talk about. Omos still looking strong. What I want to talk about before our main event, a quick promo package the play aired on TV. Miz and Maurice in their home, a special interview. The A-lister actually seemed quite worried about Dexter Loomis looking around the house, blah, blah, blah. Actually got upset, kicked the TV crew outside of his house. Him and Maurice actually drove away. Camera panned back to the house as we saw Dexter Loomis inside, leaving a drawing for the Miz and Maurice. That also included their children. A weird feud, but you know what? It's going to be interesting why Dexter Lumis is targeting The Miz.
Oh yeah, and you know what? This is going to be a great technical match whenever it happens, man. I think this is the perfect opponent for Dexter Lumis in his return to the main roster, and you know what? I'm here for it.
I am too. I am too. And you know what I am here for? Our main event, right? So the storyline between Dominik Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, Edge, the Judgment Day, it just works so well. So throughout the night, we saw Rey Mysterio actually trying to convince Edge backstage to call off their fight, but didn't happen. Ed takes control. Rhea Ripley actually was causing an interference, I guess you could say, on behalf of Dominik Mysterio's side, taking advantage, shoving Edge into the steel steps. Edge actually was never quite out of the fight. You know, he regained good control and ended up just tying Dominik Mysterio into the ropes. Priest and Balor actually came down, causing a disqualification, I'm sorry, by attacking Edge and Rey Mysterio. So they actually tried to break Edge's leg by holding it against a chair. So this might have been one of Dominik's better performances, especially with the new character. So Edge won by disqualification, but I think they have bigger things planned for Dominik.
Yeah, man, Dominik looking strong. Can we just talk about that promo that he had earlier in the night too, man? He's really taking advantage of this new character, you know, with the new theme music and everything. So big things in Dominik Mysterio's future. I think this is exactly what he needed.
I think so too, without a doubt. But we'll keep everybody updated. No Braun Strowman, so not really sure about that. I know he
I
was on
think he's going to be on
SmackDown,
SmackDown from
so
here on out, but we'll
yeah,
see.
I think they needed a good stage to hype him up, and that's Monday Night Raw, the bigger stage. You know what I mean? But nothing much crazy. Bray Wyatt rumors still circulating. Nothing guaranteed yet. Sasha Banks, Naomi, nothing guaranteed once more. But I think they're just kind of waiting to pull the trigger on that one. Same as Bray Wyatt. Cody Rhodes still out of action for just some time. Not much else going on. AEW, Tony Khan, just a little bit of a mess. But we'll clear all that up in a few days once everything comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing's for sure: like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you Saturday with a SmackDown recap. Until then, baby, peace out.
That's it.
Come on and fight.